Hello, and a warm welcome to our community. Do you ever find yourself looking back to a time when your body just worked? A time when a meal was simply a pleasure, not a calculation? For so many of us who've journeyed past 60, a certain digestive sluggishness can begin to creep in. It's a quiet frustration, one we rarely discuss over coffee with friends. We're told it's just a part of the golden years. But I'm here to tell you, that's a myth. True gold doesn't tarnish, and your vitality doesn't have to either. The freedom you seek, the comfort you deserve, isn't waiting for you in a pharmacy aisle. It's right here, in the heart of your home. Today, we're not just talking about food. We're talking about reclaiming your body's natural rhythm. We will explore 5 timeless, powerful foods that can help you gently and effectively close the book on constipation, so you can focus on living your life to the fullest. This isn't a quick fix. It's a wise return to nature's enduring wisdom. Part 1. Rediscovering a timeless remedy, the gentle power of prunes. Let's begin with something you probably remember from your own childhood. A food perhaps your mother or grandmother swore by, the humble prune. For some, the word conjures images of old-fashioned remedies, but I invite you to see it differently. Think of it not as old-fashioned, but as timeless. Some wisdom is so effective, it never goes out of style. Prunes are nature's most elegant solution to a very common problem. Their magic lies in a brilliant 2-part harmony. First, they are rich in fiber, particularly insoluble fiber. Picture this fiber as a gentle broom sweeping through your digestive tract, adding substance and encouraging movement. But the true star of the show is a unique compound called sorbitol. Sorbitol is a type of sugar alcohol that our bodies don't fully absorb. Instead of turning into energy, it performs a remarkable service. As it travels to your colon, it acts like a natural magnet for water, gently drawing hydration into the stool. This process softens everything, making passage smooth and effortless, without the urgency or cramping that harsh chemical laxatives can cause. It's not forcing your body to do something unnatural. It's simply giving your body the tools it needs to perform its job perfectly. I think of my friend Henry, a 72-year-old retired history professor. Henry had always been active, but chronic constipation began to dictate his life. He'd turned down invitations for day trips, worried about being away from home. His medicine cabinet looked like a small pharmacy. He told me he felt tethered to his condition. On my suggestion, he skeptically started with just 4 prunes a day, stewed with a little hot water and a cinnamon stick for flavor. He called me a week later, and I could hear the relief in his voice. "It's like a quiet miracle," he said. He wasn't just regular. He felt lighter, more energetic. He was no longer a prisoner to his digestion. He had his freedom back. That is the true gift of the prune. So, how can we welcome this timeless remedy back into our lives? Forget just eating them straight from the box, unless you love them that way. Try stewing a batch on a Sunday. Place them in a saucepan, cover with water, add a cinnamon stick or a strip of orange peel for flavor, and simmer gently for 15 minutes. Store them in the fridge and have a few each morning. They are wonderful spooned over oatmeal or yogurt. You can also create a simple prune puree. Blend stewed pitted prunes into a paste. This puree is a fantastic, healthy substitute for butter or oil in baking recipes, especially for things like bran muffins or spice cakes. It adds moisture, sweetness, and a powerful dose of fiber. Or, for a savory twist, try chopping a few prunes into a chicken salad or a Moroccan-style stew. Their deep, fruity flavor is a wonderful complement to savory dishes.
Give this wise, gentle fruit a chance, and you might be amazed at the profound comfort it brings.
Part 2. The tiny titans of digestive health, the chia seed. Next, we move from the timeless to the rediscovered. Let's talk about something that was revered by ancient Aztec and Mayan warriors for its incredible energy-sustaining properties, the chia seed. It's a perfect example of the saying, good things come in small packages. These tiny, unassuming seeds are, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools for digestive wellness available to us today. The secret to the chia seed's power is its relationship with water. It's packed with soluble fiber, which behaves very differently from the fiber in prunes. When you introduce chia seeds to any liquid, be it water, milk, or juice, something magical happens. Each seed forms a gelatinous, glistening coating around itself. If you let a spoonful sit in a glass of water, you'll see it transform into a thick gel. Now imagine this gentle, soothing gel moving through your digestive system. It's not abrasive or rough. It acts like a soft, hydrating sponge, softening stool and making it incredibly easy to pass. This gel also helps to bulk things up, providing the mass needed to trigger the natural muscular contractions of your intestines. And unlike some fiber supplements that can feel like sand in your system, this is a smooth, lubricating process. It's a quiet powerhouse of regulation. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 69-year-old grandmother in our gardening club. She'd been frustrated for years. Fiber supplements left her feeling bloated and gassy, and she hated the chalky taste. She wanted something natural. I suggested she try chia pudding for her breakfast. She was hesitant, unsure about the texture. Her recipe was simple. 3 tablespoons of chia seeds stirred into 1 cup of almond milk with a splash of vanilla and a tiny drizzle of maple syrup left in the fridge overnight. The next morning, it had transformed into a delicious, creamy pudding. She topped it with fresh berries. Within days, Margaret noticed a profound shift. The bloating was gone, her system felt calm, and, as she put it, predictably happy. She wasn't just relieving a problem, she was starting her day with a luxurious, healthy treat that was healing her from the inside out. Integrating chia seeds into your daily life is effortless. The pudding Margaret made is a wonderful start. You can make a large batch to last for a few days. But there are other ways. Simply sprinkle a tablespoon over your oatmeal, yogurt, or cottage cheese. Stir them into a glass of water or iced tea. Just be sure to drink it relatively quickly before it thickens completely, or let it sit and enjoy the gel. They are also virtually tasteless, so they won't interfere with the flavor of your food. You can add them to smoothies to create a wonderful, thick texture. You can even use them as an egg replacer in baking. Just mix 1 tablespoon of chia seeds with 3 tablespoons of water. Let it sit for 15 minutes, and you have a chia egg, perfect for muffins or pancakes. Don't underestimate these tiny titans. They offer a simple, elegant, and powerful path to daily comfort.
Part 3. Your gut's warm embrace, the soothing strength of oatmeal. There are few foods that evoke a sense of comfort and home quite like a warm bowl of oatmeal. It's the breakfast of champions, the steady start to a chilly day. But its benefits go far beyond simply filling you up. For anyone over 60, a daily bowl of oatmeal is like a warm internal hug for your digestive system. It's one of the gentlest yet most effective ways to ensure lasting regularity. Oatmeal's strength comes from a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This is the superstar of the oat world. Like chia seeds, beta-glucan forms a gel-like substance when it mixes with water in your gut. This gel does a few remarkable things. It softens and lubricates, making everything move along smoothly. But it also acts as a prebiotic. Think of your gut as a lush garden. The beneficial bacteria living there are your friendly gardeners. Prebiotics, like beta-glucan, are the fertilizer. They feed these good bacteria, helping them to thrive and flourish. When your gut garden is in full bloom, your digestion is balanced, nutrient absorption is improved, and your immune system is stronger. So, oatmeal isn't just a laxative, it's a gut restorer. And, as an incredible bonus, beta-glucan is also scientifically proven to help lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, making it a true champion for your heart health. Let's talk about Joe, a 74-year-old retired firefighter and a man of few words. Joe believed in toughing things out. He saw his digestive struggles as a private battle, one he was losing. He'd tried harsh laxatives that left him feeling awful. His doctor, a wonderfully practical woman, gave him a simple prescription. Joe, just eat a bowl of oatmeal every morning. No excuses. Joe was deeply skeptical. How could something so basic work where strong medicines had failed? But he was a disciplined man, so he did it. He cooked up a bowl of simple rolled oats each morning. After the first week, the change was undeniable. The constant feeling of being backed up vanished. He had more energy for his morning walks and for wrestling with his grandkids in the afternoon. He told his doctor, "It's like it just calms everything down." He was right. That's the soothing power of oatmeal. Let's elevate your oatmeal game. The type you choose matters. Steel-cut oats, which are the least processed, have the most fiber and a wonderful nutty texture, but they take longer to cook. Rolled oats are a fantastic middle ground. They cook in about 5 to 10 minutes and retain most of their nutrients. Instant oats are convenient, but are more processed and can sometimes contain added sugars, so read the label. And please, think beyond sugar and cream. Make your oatmeal a canvas for nutrition. Swirl in the prune puree we discussed. Top it with chia seeds for a double dose of fiber. Add walnuts for omega-3s or berries for antioxidants. Or try going savory. A bowl of oatmeal cooked with broth instead of water, topped with a soft-boiled egg and a sprinkle of black pepper, is a hearty and satisfying lunch. You can even make overnight oats by soaking rolled oats in milk or yogurt in the fridge for an easy, no-cook breakfast. Embrace the simple, profound, and comforting power of oatmeal. It is one of the kindest things you can do for your body.
Part 4. Nature's Candy. The delicious way to stay regular with sweet potatoes. We often think that foods designed to help our digestion have to be bland or purely functional. But what if I told you one of the best foods for gut health is naturally sweet, deeply satisfying, and wonderfully versatile? I'm talking about the vibrant, beautiful sweet potato. This isn't just a holiday side dish, it's a delicious cornerstone of digestive wellness. The sweet potato brings a fantastic combination of tools to the table. Like the other foods we've discussed, it's rich in fiber. But specifically, it contains a potent mix of both soluble fiber, the gelling, softening kind, and insoluble fiber. We've talked about soluble fiber, but let's give insoluble fiber its moment in the spotlight. If soluble fiber is the softener, then insoluble fiber is the mover. It doesn't dissolve in water. Instead, it acts like a bulky sponge, adding weight and mass to stool. This is incredibly important because this bulk is what signals the intestinal muscles to wake up and get to work, creating the natural wave-like contractions called peristalsis that propel everything forward. The sweet potato's high water content further assists this process, ensuring the entire system stays hydrated and functional. It's a complete package, a softener, a mover,
and a hydrator, all wrapped in a delicious, colorful skin. Consider Eleanor, 71, a talented artist who had been struggling for years. She was doing everything right, drinking water, trying fiber powders, but still felt sluggish and uncomfortable, which stifled her creativity. She viewed sweet potatoes as an indulgence, a treat. Then she read about their digestive benefits and decided to incorporate them into her meals, not as a treat, but as medicine. She started simply, baking one and having half with her dinner a few times a week. Sometimes she'd roast cubes of it with olive oil and rosemary until they were caramelized and sweet. Other times she'd mash it with a little cinnamon. The results were faster and more pleasant than any supplement she'd tried. The uncomfortable bloating subsided, and she felt a new sense of regularity and ease. She told me, "It's a joy to find a solution that feels like a reward, not a remedy." Let's explore the endless possibilities of this wonderful root vegetable. Baking a sweet potato is perhaps the easiest method. Simply pierce the skin with a fork and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 45 to 60 minutes until tender. The flesh becomes sweet, fluffy, and delicious. Don't throw away the skin. It's packed with fiber and nutrients. Roasted sweet potato wedges are a fantastic alternative to French fries. Cut them into wedges, toss with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and maybe some smoked paprika, and roast until crispy. They are also incredible in soups. Boil and blend a sweet potato into any soup to add creaminess, flavor, and thickness without any dairy. You can even make sweet potato toast. Slice a large sweet potato lengthwise into quarter-inch thick slices and put them in your toaster on high. You may need to toast them 2 or 3 times, but they become a sturdy...
So, what is kefir? In simple terms, it's a drink made by fermenting milk with kefir grains. Not actual grains like wheat, but a living colony of beneficial bacteria and yeasts. The result is a drink that looks a bit like a thin yogurt or buttermilk, with a tangy, slightly effervescent taste. Its power doesn't come from fiber, but from life itself. Kefir is teeming with billions of probiotics. Let's go back to our analogy of the gut as a garden. Over time, due to stress, medication, especially antibiotics, or a poor diet, the beautiful garden of our gut can become overgrown with weeds, the bad bacteria. This leads to all sorts of problems, including constipation. Probiotics, like those found in kefir, are like introducing a team of expert gardeners. They arrive and immediately get to work, repopulating the good flora, crowding out the bad guys, and restoring order. They help break down food more efficiently and produce beneficial compounds that support a healthy gut lining. Kefir doesn't just push things through, it rebuilds the entire ecosystem from the ground up for long-term health. It's often considered more potent than yogurt because it typically contains a wider, more diverse range of probiotic strains. I want to share the story of Walter, a 75-year-old male man who always felt, in his words, gummed up. No matter what he ate, he felt heavy and slow. It was his doctor who suggested kefir. Walter was dubious. A sour milk drink? It didn't sound appealing, but he was willing to try anything. He started by drinking a small glass each morning. At first, the tangy flavor was surprising, but he quickly grew to enjoy it, especially when he blended it with a banana. The change, he said, was like night and day. Within a week, the sluggishness began to lift. He felt lighter. His digestion became smooth and regular for the first time in years. But more than that, he felt a renewed sense of vitality. He realized his digestive health was directly connected to his overall energy and mood. Bringing kefir into your diet is simple. You can find it in the dairy aisle of most grocery stores. Start with a small amount, perhaps half a glass, to let your system adjust to the influx of new probiotics.
You can drink it straight, or if the tang is too much at first, use it as the base for a smoothie. The fruit will balance the flavor perfectly. A handful of spinach, a banana, and a cup of kefir blended together is a powerhouse of nutrition. You can also pour it over your oatmeal or cereal instead of milk, or use it in place of buttermilk to make incredibly tender pancakes, or to create creamy, healthy salad dressings. For those who are sensitive to dairy, there is also water kefir, which is made by fermenting sugar water and has similar probiotic benefits. Don't be afraid to try this living elixir. It's a remarkable way to actively invest in the long-term health and harmony of your body.
So there we have it. 5 powerful, natural, and delicious friends for your digestive system. The timeless prune, the tiny chia seed, the comforting oatmeal, the vibrant sweet potato, and the living kefir. As we conclude, I want you to hold on to one central idea. You are the curator of your own well-being. These years after 60 are not about passive acceptance of decline. They are about the active, joyful pursuit of vitality. The power to feel better, lighter, and more free is not in some complicated regimen, but in the wise, simple choices you make in your own kitchen every single day. You don't need a quick fix. You need a sustainable friendship with the foods that nourish and support your body's innate wisdom. Which of these ideas sparked something in you today? Perhaps you're ready to give stewed prunes a try, or maybe you're intrigued by the idea of savory oatmeal. We would be so honored to hear from you. Please share one thing you learned or plan to try in the comments below. Your journey inspires all of us. If you found value and encouragement in our time together, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. Your support allows us to continue creating this content for our wonderful community. Thank you for watching. Be well, and we'll see you in the next video.